Hey boys and girls, so we're starting a new lesson now, a new chapter, which is dealing with geometry, which has to do with shapes and lines and points. So we're gonna stop with the fractions for a little bit and move on to the geometry part, okay? So this lesson is mostly vocabulary, understanding the terms, the names for the different things. So it's really important that you either stop the video and write down the notes somewhere, or you get them from Plus Portals, or you open up your textbook to page 326, 327, so that you can see them as you're going through your work and doing the problems, okay? Again, it's up to you which you feel most comfortable with, but I really want you to have it there as you're doing your work to help you get through it, okay? So let's explain it. So the first word that they're gonna use would be plane. Plane, not like airplane, but like a flat surface or a flat thing that extends in all directions. So for example, right now the board is a plane, okay? It's flat, it doesn't go up and down, it doesn't change, it doesn't get bumpy, it stays flat and it goes in both directions, right? Left and right, and it goes up and down. So it extends in all those directions. Another example would be a desk, the top of your desk or the top of a table. The floor, right? Like in a room, the floor should be the same level, like flat, not up and down, bumpy. Or a sheet of paper, right? That's another example of something that's flat and that stays going in all the directions, okay? Why is that important? Because we're going to be talking about lines and shapes, okay? And shapes mostly are made of lines, right? Except a circle, which is just round. But we don't have shapes made of zigzags and squiggly lines that go up and down, right? They go straight. So the first thing that we're going to talk about would be a point, okay? A point is just that. It's the location. It names a place, okay? For what we're doing, it would be the place on a line, or in a line segment, or in an angle, or in a shape, okay? So for right now, it's gonna be just on the line. So we're gonna have point and then a letter, which would identify it, which would name it. So this would be point B, okay? This little dot is the symbol for point. So if you would see that, you would read it as point B, and you would write it as the little point and the letter, okay? Over here, if you look at this one, this gives us an example, that would be point R, okay? If it had a little dot and a Z, that would be point Z. Okay, the next term is a line, which we know, like a number line, right? It extends in both directions, and it keeps going, which is why it has the two arrows. It tells us that it continues in both directions. Okay, so this we would read it as line GH, because those are the 2 points on our line, or HG. You could write it either way, okay? And when you write it down, the symbol is a little line with arrows going in both directions. So you would write line, that's the symbol, GH, or line HG. It represents the same thing because those are the 2 points. Could we put FW, line FW? No, because in this example, we don't have an F or a W. We only use the points that they're giving us. That's how we would label it. How would we identify it or name it? Okay, the last term is what's called a line segment. It's similar to a line, but it's just one specific part. So it's part of the line between the 2 endpoints. So if you notice, unlike the line, it doesn't keep going. It stops at the 2 points. How do we know it stops? Because we have the points and we don't have any arrows. Arrows symbolize that it would keep going, but it does not keep going. A line segment stops right there. So this would be line segment DE or line segment ED. That's how you would read it. And to write it, you write the 2 letters, DE, and a line on top. Again, no arrows because it does not keep going. It is a line segment, or ED and the line on top. Okay, so let's go through some of these examples that you will come across while you're doing your work. So if it says identify it, all it wants you to do is say which one of these it is. So this, the little dot and the R would be a point. So you just write point. If it has the line with the two arrows, that would be a line. And if it has the two endpoints, it would be a line segment. That's it. That's all you have to write. Okay? If it says draw and label, they're going to give you what it's written as, and you have to draw how it would look. So for this letter D, it's all by itself. It doesn't have any line, doesn't have a line segment symbol. What must it be? A point. So you would put the point and label it D. Why D? Because they're telling you that's what they want it to be, D. Okay, this one we know is going to be a line PQ. So we would draw our line and label our 2 points P and Q. And this one, we look at it, it does not have any arrows, so it is a line segment, L and M. Again, we're labeling it with what they're giving us, okay? Now if it says name each 2 ways, they will draw it for you, and they want you to write the name of it like this. So if we look at this one, it has arrows, so that tells us it's going to be a line, right? So we know we're going to have to draw the symbol for the line, the 2 little arrows, and our 2 letters, C and D. But they want it written 2 ways. As I said, it does not matter the order of the letters. So we could do line DC, and it still stands for the same one. For this one, it does not have any arrows, so it's a line segment, and we do the same, WX or line XW. Okay, so those are the 2 ways. So again, make sure that you have the vocabulary with you while you're doing your work so that you can focus and look back at it if you need help to complete it. Okay, remember that I have Zoom hours if you need any help. Have a good day.